How to dropship from 1688 to Shopify. In this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about two of the greatest matching ups for themselves. Now, Shopify is one of the greatest dropship marketplaces out there, and 1688 is a Chinese marketplace with the best and cheapest products that you can actually dropship to other websites. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about how you're going to integrate these two, make them work along with each other, and obviously get a successful dropshipping business up and running. Now, to get into it, you know that AliExpress is out. Smart dropshippers are now using 1688, the Chinese wholesale site, to find products 3 times cheaper. Now, here's how to import them to Shopify without actually speaking Chinese. Now, 1688.com, as we all know, is a massive Chinese wholesale marketplace owned by Alibaba. It offers cheaper prices than AliExpress, but is primarily in Mandarin and aimed at all the different Chinese buyers that they have. Now, there are a few key tools that you will need before working with this, and the reason for that is because obviously you can clearly see that we have a language barrier here. Now, in some cases, some of you might not have this language barrier, but obviously most of you viewers who clicked on this video reading the English subtitle, you probably don't know what this is. And obviously this is Mandarin. And if you're not aware of how to speak Mandarin, don't worry. All you're going to need to do from there is just come over here to, any browser page and get a translation plugin. So, translate plugin, we're going to download that for ourselves. And once you go to a translator plugin, just download it. As you can see, I have it over here. And once you get that, it's going to give you this activation to translate your page from this to English. So obviously just go ahead, click on translate, and there we are. That is how easy it is to translate. Now, once you have translated, after that, what do you need? Now, you need an agent, okay? So, what is an agent? You're probably asking. An agent is basically going to be a product owner that will help you process orders. Now, that could be Easync, which is a great agent to work with, or you can also go with Weo. Now, Easync and Weo are pretty great dropship agents, okay? So they can automate your whole experience. They can process your orders in the quickest and easiest way, and it just is extremely helpful to work around with. And the best part about all these platforms is not only the automation, but the ease of use, because getting along and affiliated with products like these is, one of the easiest things you can do when you're starting off with dropshipping. Now, once we've gotten all those things out of the way and, gotten ourselves more integrated into the main space of all of this, let's go ahead and talk about the main powerhouse, that's Shopify. Now, first of all, I'm going to show you how you're going to set up Shopify accordingly and what you're going to need on the Shopify store. So first of all, first and foremost, we're going to go to start free trial. Now, the best part about Shopify is that you don't actually need a proper up and running store. You can simply have a basic trial store and test things out on it. Okay, that's the cool part about Shopify. Now, here it says start your free trial. You're going to click on sign up with email, and right over here, we're going to add our email. And right over here, we're simply going to enter our password. Now, once you've entered these details, simply go ahead and click on Create Shopify Account. Now, once you do that, it's basically going to load you through to your Shopify and it's going to give you these onboarding details. So it says, where would you like to sell? Now, there's different options to choose from. So we have online store, in person at events, an existing website or blog, and then we have social media and online marketplace. Now, for ourselves, what we're going to do is we're going to go with an online store. And it says which best describes you. We have I'm not selling yet, or I'm already selling online or in person. I'm going to go with already selling online. What size is your business? Let's go with small. Do you currently sell on these platforms? Now, if you have the platform that you sell on over here, go ahead with it, or I'm going to go with next. What do you plan to sell? Obviously, in my case, I'm going to go with drop shipping products. And once I have done that, it's going to say choose the best plan for yourself. You can simply skip and decide later because you get a 3-day free trial. And that's the most incredible thing about Shopify, that you get a 3-day free trial on which you can do anything that you require. That you can't properly set up a whole store that's up and functioning, but you can go ahead and get a brief template and a brief, insight of how it is going to work for you. Okay. Now, once we're over here, you're simply going to go over to Add Apps and you're going to go to Shopify App Store. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I going over here? Now, the reason for this is because you're going to need a provider that's going to help you connect with 1688. Now, in our case, you can either use Oberlo, which is a great drop shipping application that Shopify provides you. It's right here: AliExpress, Alibaba, Temu, Oberlo. So you either have this or you have AutoDS. Now, they both are pretty incredible, but I would suggest going with an application like Oberlo because Oberlo has a free plan in it. AutoDS, on the other hand, it's pretty popular, but it only gives you a free trial, so you alternatively do have to buy it. Now, Oberlo obviously is an incredible dropshipping application where you can simply use AliDrop to bring all of the products to yourself in a jiffy. That is how easy and simple it is. As you can see, it's going to go ahead and do this for you. You're going to choose what regions you are drop shipping in. And once you do that, here it's going to give you these different types of plans to actually work off with. Now, in our case, obviously, I do not want a plan. So I'm simply going to go ahead and skip all of these. Now, over here, it might ask you to charge, but you can easily go ahead and skip this. You don't really need to do this for yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and continue without the different successful details. And once we've done that, you set it all up, and OllyDrop basically essentially has all of the products that 1688 has. But even if you don't get them, don't worry. Just go ahead, copy the link of these products. Okay. And once you copy the link, simply come here, go to import list, add the link, and you should get the product right there and then. But generally, to give you an idea on how you're going to be doing a step-by-step process on all of this, basically what you're going to do is you're going to browse 1688 using translation, pick a niche product for yourself, copy the product link, give it to your Ollie drop agent, or you can even give it to your sourcing agent like Easync, and they order plus ship to your customer, and you can finally set the pricings through Ollie drop on your Shopify, and you're good to go. Now, I would give you a few tips for choosing products. Go with high demand products with low competition, unique design or packaging, and go ahead with small and lightweight products because, it's a little insight I'd like to give. Because if you go with heavier products, the fragility level of them does increase a lot. So do keep these things in mind before starting things off for yourself. But yeah, generally that's the main idea about drop drop shipping and how you can drop ship stuff from 1688 to Shopify. And that is pretty much about it for this video. If you enjoyed, please do make sure to drop down a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to be seeing all of you in the very next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.